Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that the life you are living right now is exactly the same life you'll be living 10 years from now. The same income, the same stress about money, the same feeling that you're working hard but somehow not moving forward. For most people, that is not a nightmare. It's reality. And the truth is uncomfortable. Most people don't stay broke because they are unlucky. They stay broke because of decisions that feel normal. Not big decisions. Small ones. The kind of decisions nobody questions. Buying things you don't need. Waiting for motivation to start improving your life. Spending hours scrolling instead of building something. Believing that working hard automatically leads to wealth. And if you don't notice these patterns early, they quietly shape your entire financial future. Because wealth is not created in one moment. It's created in the thousands of small choices you make every day. The biggest lie most people believe about money is that being rich requires something extraordinary. A lucky break. A genius business idea. A high-paying job. But when you actually study people who build wealth, something surprising appears. They are not living dramatic lives. They are living disciplined ones. While everyone else is chasing comfort, they are building systems. While everyone else is spending money, they are buying assets. While everyone else is distracted, they are focused. And over time, that difference compounds into a completely different life. Think about this. Two people graduate at the same time. They start earning roughly the same amount of money. 10 years later, one of them is financially free and the other is still struggling to pay bills. What happened? Most people assume it must be luck. But it's rarely luck. It's habits. One person spends every raise they get. The other invests it. One person upgrades their lifestyle every time they make more money. The other upgrades their assets. One person spends evenings consuming entertainment. The other spends evenings learning skills that increase their income. At first, the difference looks small, almost invisible. But time magnifies everything. And time is the most powerful force in wealth building. The problem is that most people are addicted to immediate rewards. We live in a world designed to make patience feel painful. Food arrives in minutes. Entertainment is available instantly. Shopping takes one click. Everything around you is engineered to make you want things now. But wealth belongs to people who can delay gratification. People who can say no today so they can say yes later. And this is where most people fail. Because the disciplined life is boring at the beginning. Saving money feels slow. Investing feels slow. Learning new skills feels slow. But what most people don't realize is that wealth starts slow, and then suddenly becomes fast. This is the power of compounding. In the beginning, the progress looks almost meaningless. Your investments barely grow. Your skills barely increase your income. Your discipline barely feels like it's changing your life. So people quit. They assume nothing is happening. But what they don't see is that something extremely powerful is building beneath the surface. Momentum. The people who become wealthy are usually the ones who keep going long enough for that momentum to appear. Because once it does, everything changes. Investments start producing income. Skills start opening new opportunities. Assets start working for you. And suddenly it looks like success happened overnight. But it didn't. It happened slowly, quietly, and consistently over many years. Another reason people stay broke is because they confuse income with wealth. Making money is not the same as building wealth. You can earn a high salary and still be financially trapped. If every rand you make goes into lifestyle upgrades, you are just running faster on the same treadmill. Wealth comes from ownership. Owning investments. Owning assets. Owning systems that produce money without requiring your constant time. This is why many high earners still feel broke. They earn more, but they spend more. Their expenses grow at the same speed as their income. So they never escape. Meanwhile, someone earning less but investing consistently can quietly build financial freedom. Because wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep, and how intelligently you use it. Another silent habit that keeps people poor is comparison. People measure success by what others can see. The car, the clothes, the expensive lifestyle. But those things are often illusions. Many people who look rich are actually deeply in debt. They are financing a lifestyle that their future self will have to pay for. Real wealth often looks boring. It looks like living below your means. It looks like investing consistently. It looks like saying no to things most people say yes to. And that's why it's rare. Because most people care more about looking rich than becoming rich. But the people who eventually win financially understand something powerful. Short-term approval is expensive. Long-term freedom is priceless. They are willing to look average today, so they can live extraordinarily tomorrow. And here is the most important truth. Your financial future is not decided by one big moment. It's decided by what you repeatedly do when nobody is watching. Do you save or spend? Do you learn or scroll? Do you invest or delay? Do you build or consume? Those decisions may feel small today, but over time, they separate people living paycheck to paycheck from people who eventually own their time. And owning your time is the real definition of being rich. Not luxury, not status. Freedom. Freedom to decide how you spend your days. Freedom to walk away from things you don't want. Freedom to live life on your terms. That kind of freedom doesn't come from luck. It comes from discipline, from patience, from making choices today that most people avoid. So the real question is not whether wealth is possible. The real question is whether you are willing to live differently from the crowd long enough to build it. Because the habits that keep most people poor are invisible. They feel normal. They feel comfortable. But the habits that build wealth feel uncomfortable at first. They require patience, focus, and consistency. But if you can master those things, your entire financial future changes. And the best part is that you don't need to change everything overnight. You only need to start changing the small decisions you repeat every day. Because those small decisions are quietly building the life you will eventually live.